have you join us on Art House. I'm Melinda Akinlami. Let's check out some of the art events we have lined up for your viewing pleasure. We're exploring some solo exhibitions on today's episode by artist Zainab Shuaibu in the nation's capital. To Tofo Bardi's brilliant pieces in Lagos. Get the details when Art House returns in a moment. Do stay with us.
Art is solace. Art is vision. And when I pick up a literary work, I am a consumer of literature for its own sake.
Let's begin at the Co Gallery in Lagos, where Tofo Bardi is presenting her latest solo exhibition titled Dissonance and Disturbance. Do enjoy.
The new inner self, an influx shaped by the tension of expectant emotions, is how this artist, Tofo Bardi, describes her reflections depicted in these latest body of works displayed at the Co Gallery in Lagos.
So this is an exhibition by Tofo Bardi, who's a young Nigerian artist. She is looking at ideas of fear, anxiety, and the subconscious. And so we see that play throughout these paintings, looking at different figures that are exploring her subconscious. So she creates these groups of figures that are really sort of spectral, ghostly type of characters, and they represent different aspects of her subconscious. So some of them are in motion and fragmented and fluid. Some of them have multiple limbs and multiple heads, and it's really sort of about the self in flux, and particularly for her, looking at her own sort of personal biography and looking at her state of fear and anxiety.
In fact, I saw some works of hers in another show in 2023 and just loved her work. I thought it was so different and so unusual compared to the works that we have here. And I immediately asked her to come and work with us and, work towards a solo exhibition, which has happened this year. So it has taken 2 years, but we're very excited that she's having her first exhibition this year.
The pieces are a continuous exploration of fear, anxiety, and the subconscious through a cast of spectral features that emerge within the surreal, psychologically charged landscapes. These phantasmic characters represent fragmented versions of the self caught in the states of anticipation and uncertainty.
The title of this exhibition is Dissonance and Disturbance. It's mostly inspired by this amazing book that I read by Sayan Ngai. I was introduced to her writing during my last residency in Michigan, where she described anxiety itself as a dispositional force, and it really inspired me to create different works surrounding that idea, because I've always created works around fear and the notion of fear and anxiety. I was interested in this liminal space and how people exist in a space in the moment of expectation when they're expecting an event to happen. And ever since then, I just recently transitioned into this new idea with her writing.
In this new series, the artist's figures appear distorted, bodies folding inward, merging together, or losing their boundaries, conveying a sense of disorientation, ambiguity, and psychological imbalance.
Like this place now is probably one of my favorite parts of like the exhibition is this installation that I titled 0 Degrees. It's more inspired by like the idea of the uncanny and how I can represent that in the tangible world. I was also like drawn to like the idea of a position where there's no clarity, where there's no control. And I feel like with that idea, it like this representing like this sort of purgatory state, and this in a way is bringing that idea to life. It's more like making that intangible moment inside our mundane world. So I was very, very much interested in like bringing this idea. That's why I created this space for the exhibition. I want my viewers to try and maybe think of these emotional states as something that's like they have to like think about these emotional states more analytically than they have always done, because I feel like there's so much more that comes to like these psychological issues that are just more like below surface level.
To me, I'm not saying it because she's my daughter, but the paintings are fantastic. They are beautiful. And when you come in and you look at them, you ask yourself some questions. Why is this painting like this? Why is this figure like this? Why do you have the hands all over moving around? And that will kind of make you want to talk to the artist to find out what exactly she's trying to portray in her works.
She sort of explores her mind and anxiety and depression and these wonderful surreal figures that she has, which look quite incredible, and just puts you into another world, into the world of the mind. And I think it's just so exciting to see this kind of art here in Lagos. And we showed her, in fact, in 154 New York, and also in Cape Town and Miami, and we're very excited to have her as one of our artists and keep showing her in fairs abroad.
Well, I think what's interesting about Tofo is we can really see sort of the way painting can really talk about emotional states and really talk about sort of that delicate balance between fear, anxiety, and how you explore yourself.
The artist explains some of the painting which have loose gestural marks and an abstract foundation where forms slowly emerge.
I myself am African, and the fact that I created these works makes it African. And then again, I'm also like, especially with the white figures in my work, I'm also drawn to the idea of like this Yoruba mythology where it talks about Emi as in self. So like, because my works are like self in transition, self in different positions. And the idea of self, especially when it comes to like that essence of being that's mostly talked about in like mythological stories, I feel like they're white creatures, or like ghosts of self. And that's what like I represent mostly in my work.
I think that there's so much in store for Tofo, and I don't know, maybe like the word is patience or something, but I'm just very glad that she has her own, what's the word now, her own technique, her own style. And even though she has evolved over the years, she still stays true to who she is. And I just wish her all the best, honestly, and I'm here to experience it all.
I think you take away feelings of people, and just a complete different aspect to art in this country. And we really promote female artists, so we're very excited to have another female artist with us. And I think what she's showing, which delves into her mind and into anxiety and just many thinkings, I think she really shows us what she's feeling.
My advice to parents at all times, look into what your child is doing. Don't say, gone are the days when you say, my daughter is going to be a doctor, my daughter is going to be this, or my son is going to be this. Let them explore all there is to explore. Then they can bring out the talent God has given to them. They begin to work on it. So don't discourage anybody. You understand? If your daughter or your son wants to do something, fine, go ahead and do it. If it doesn't work out well, there's room for improvement or room for change.
I know the artist from school because we actually went to school together, although we were in like different departments. But I'm just so happy to be here because you know how like your friends will be doing something now, and especially if it's like such an amazing thing. And I'm just very happy that I'm here actually, because I know her journey from like university to like doing a couple of shows before like her debut solo, and it's just so amazing to see her growth from that time to this time. And I just know that there's just so much in store for her like in the future, and I'm very excited for her.
Dissonance and Disturbance solo exhibition by Tofo Bardi also features an installation titled The Space, which explores the psychological experience of the uncanny, that strange and eerie feeling that arises when one cannot fully comprehend their surroundings.
Quite a captivating title there, and the array of pieces, simply brilliant. Good job, well done. We have another show. This time is taking place in the nation's capital, so do stay with us for the details.
And these are the works of art you sent in this week.
Let's begin with this piece done with pencil on paper by Arad's Art. It's titled, What's That? Then Lean on Me is an acrylic on canvas piece by Light Ghana Ghana. The African Cherry Basket is an oil on canvas work by Falope Ibrahim. Then Sholanke Boluatife is paying a tribute to the veteran artist himself, Professor Bruce Onogbaipea, done with oil on canvas. Almajiri is an acrylic on canvas piece done by Ifeanyi Nnaji. While Adams Abba says this painting is inspired by the vibrant energy of Soul After Dark. It's called Soul at Night, done with oil on canvas. Inivora Pius has Expectation, the first in the series, done with acrylic on canvas. Then Mark Duke is asking this question: how many do I have to play? It's done with ink and coffee on paper. Then we wrap things up with this congratulatory message to Mr. and Mrs. Bliss as the gospel artists by Scourgy Art, with this pencil drawing called Congratulations. Well,
that wraps things up on our works of art this week. We really thank you for sending them in and encourage you to keep them coming.
Our wordsmith for this week is titled Writer of Destiny by Anila Bukhari. Write something bright for those who experience 1,000 deaths each day. Write some smiles for those whose pillows are moist with tears each night. Write a few pure moments of love for those who could never call anyone their own. Write a few droplets of soothing dew on their lips. Write true happiness in their pounding hearts. Write the fulfillment of unrealized dreams in their eyes. Write floral bracelets of joy for their soft hands. Write swinging earrings of solace for their ears. Even if you write nothing else, dear Lord, you must write freedom for them.
Time to head to the nation's capital, Abuja, for the solo exhibition by Zainab Shuaibu.
This is the solo exhibition of contemporary artist Zainab Shuaibu, who depicts diverse norms and practices in these latest body of works displayed at the Shehu Yaradua Center in Abuja. Nine paintings depict different messages as family and friends gather to give her all the support and encourage the lineage of creatives.
Zainab, right from her elementary school, has been an artist, and she's always taken interest in artworks, right from when she went to school, primary school, secondary school, up to her university, A levels. She's always taken interest in art, and I'd always encouraged her. Incidentally, it runs in the family. We're a family of about 7 artists. But even though we didn't all study fine arts or art, we have about 7 artists in my family. And she has taken it up as a career and a profession. And I'm proud to say that she's doing quite well today.
It's something I was born with. So from time to time, I pass messages across. Just the way you wake up every morning and you have a routine, it's your routine and it's part of who you are.
The artist uses unique colors and techniques to capture different emotions on canvas.
It's a beautiful painting. It's an abstract. Not too many people understand abstract, but obviously looking at the description and the notes she has provided, it's a fusion of reality and something you think in your imagination. So I think it's a beautiful piece. And it also reminds me of the colors of Adire fabrics. You have the different designs and everything. So it's a beautiful one. I love it.
More guests share their perspective on the array of works of art on display.
I would like her to go beyond even Abuja. She should be known not in Africa but worldwide. And I believe she's going to do it. She's very, very passionate about art. She should be known the world over, and her exhibition should extend.
I've seen a promising talent, and such artists, young talent like this, deserve to be supported and encouraged, because from this display of talent I've seen today, I believe the artists will go very far in our profession.
A very nice crowd, outstanding crowd, selected crowd. I'm really proud of my attendance here, and this is a very, very good venue for exhibitions like this. And we just hope Nigerians can come out of their shell and exhibit their products. But she is standing out, and this is not the first of exhibition I've been attending, so I'm proud of her.
We are beginning to appreciate artworks in Nigeria, and we need more encouragement from the government. We need to go out there. We need to be more involved in exhibitions. We need to encourage young entrepreneurs like her. And we have a lot of talented artists, just like this young lady. So the government needs to encourage them by sponsoring them, because they can't all afford to do this. So we need to find a solution, and government needs to support, individual companies need to support, come out there and support these young individuals.
You see, I always believe one of our most important resource in Nigeria is the human resources. If we are able to adequately tap into that, definitely it will help in the development of this country. This is one hanging fruit that all of us need to come together and tap properly with a view to developing the country.
This is the second exhibition of Zainab Shuaibu, and art enthusiasts are looking forward to seeing more captivating pieces from her.
Lovely images there, and we'll have more to see and enjoy, but that will be on the next episode of Art House.
On Art House next week.
Like waves splashing on rocks. Their vibration.
We are celebrating arts and culture with spoken word and performances as part of activities to showcase at Angel and Muse in Lagos. So Grit, a solo exhibition of the latest body of works by artist Tunde Alelo in Lagos.
The piece there is called Victory Parade. It's talking about women who had gone through all manner of experiences in life. They had experienced failure in their businesses. They have experienced failures in their marriages. They have experienced failures in all areas of their lives. But after that, they found a reason for them to come out and celebrate themselves. So that is their Victory Parade.
Then we have a look at the repatriated Benin artifacts, which were displayed at the National Museum before they went home.
Objects you see here today, brave men and women of Benin fought and gave their lives to protect not just their objects, but their heritage.
More people need to enjoy the ingenious in the Nigerian art scene. So do share, view and like our page for everyone to experience these bundles of talents.
Your Art House experience doesn't have to end when the show is not on television. Interact with us on our various social media platforms. See any edition of Art House on our website or YouTube page. Join our very interactive Facebook page by joining the group on Art House on Channels. We're everywhere.
That's the program today. We appreciate you for being great company and look forward to interacting with you on our various social media platforms. I'm Melinda Akinlami. Have a lovely day.